Ladies and gentlemen, boxing fans around the world, a very special welcome to an electric night of heavyweight boxing as we come together under the lights for the main event of the evening, 12 championship rounds for the prestigious WBC silver belt in the heavyweight division. An event proudly presented by World of Boxing Promotions and held under the strict supervision of the Professional Boxing Federation of Russia, with Federation President Viktor Agay overseeing proceedings and Igor Marov appointed as the official bout supervisor, working in close coordination with the World Boxing Council, whose president Mauricio Suleiman lends his authority to the championship, along with ringside WBC supervisor Husen Hui, and seated ringside for the critical task of scoring this monumental contest are three of the sport's most respected officials, Ian John Lewis, Barry Lindemann, and Len Quisto, while inside the ring, responsible for maintaining control and enforcing the rules from the sound of the first bell to the final moment, is World Championship referee Mimo Barrio, and now, as the arena roars with excitement and thousands wait in anticipation, the fighters stand poised, the officials are in place, the lights dim low over the crowd and shine hot over the ring canvas, and the air turns electric with expectation, because the time for talk is over, the build-up has reached its climax, and the moment is finally here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Introducing. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks and stepping onto the scales at a solid 109.1 kilograms, this seasoned southpaw enters the ring with an impressive professional record of 22 bouts, 21 victories, 13 coming by way of knockout, and only a single loss on his resume. A fighter who began his career in the heart of Cuba's world-renowned boxing system before relocating to Cork, Ireland, where he now lives, trains, and fights, currently ranked number 2 in the world by the WBC. He comes to this bout with fierce determination and title aspirations, presenting the challenger, Mike the Rebel Perez, and across the ring, his opponent awaits in the red corner, wearing black trunks, officially weighing in at 105.4 kilograms, a legendary figure in the heavyweight division. An Olympic gold medalist whose journey from amateur greatness to professional dominance has been nothing short of spectacular, bringing with him a record of 28 wins, 20 by thunderous knockout, and only one defeat, a former unified heavyweight world champion and the current, reigning, defending WBC silver belt heavyweight champion, representing the fighting spirit of Russia, Ruslan Sasha Povetkin. And as both fighters receive their final instructions from the referee at center ring, the energy inside the venue becomes a living force, the tension thick enough to cut with a knife. And then, with a signal from the referee, the opening bell rings, and this heavyweight clash begins with both men taking center ring, measuring each other, probing with jabs, and then without warning, Povetkin unleashes a lightning-quick straight right hand that detonates flush on Perez's chin, snapping his head back and sending a ripple of shock through the audience, and Perez, stunned and stumbling, tries to maintain his footing, but his legs betray him, and just moments later Povetkin follows up with a perfectly placed right hook that lands with brutal precision, sending Perez crashing to the canvas in a heap. As gasps erupt from the crowd, the referee begins his count, and somehow Perez claws his way to his feet, visibly disoriented but defiant, standing out of instinct more than control, and though referee Mimo Barrio gives him a long look, he allows the bout to continue, but from that moment on it becomes clear that Perez is no longer fully aware of his surroundings, and Povetkin, sensing the vulnerability, wastes no time, stepping in with the cold precision of a seasoned finisher, hammering Perez with a relentless combination of punches that drive him back toward the ropes, and just as another thunderous shot lands clean, the referee makes the call and steps in to stop the fight, waving it off at just 1 minute and 31 seconds of the first round, declaring Ruslan Povetkin the winner by technical knockout in a stunning and sudden finish that leaves fans speechless, pundits in awe, and the heavyweight landscape shaken, because what just unfolded was not merely a victory, it was a statement of power, skill, and ruthless execution. Going into the fight, many experts predicted a drawn-out tactical battle. Some even speculated that Perez's endurance could fade in the later rounds, but what no one saw coming was a one-round demolition, a surgical destruction delivered with such clarity and confidence that it redefines what a statement performance looks like in modern heavyweight boxing. And as Povetkin celebrates with his corner, hands raised high, the message is clear to every top contender and reigning champion. He is not done. He is not declining. He is still a lethal force in the division. And now, with this spectacular win, Povetkin not only retains his WBC silver belt, but officially becomes the #1 contender and mandatory challenger for the full WBC World Heavyweight title, which sets the stage for a potential showdown with Deontay Wilder. A matchup that suddenly feels far more dangerous for the American knockout artist, because if Povetkin can land like that early on, if he can deliver that kind of power with such speed and accuracy, then even Wilder, known for his own devastating right hand, may be facing the one man capable of matching and surpassing his threat level. And with Russia's growing influence in global boxing promotions and the financial muscle to pull big names into their territory, as seen before with Vladimir Klitschko, the possibility of Wilder being drawn into Russian soil for a title defense is not far-fetched, and should that fight happen, the questions are already being asked. Can Wilder take a clean shot like that? Can he recover from a moment like the one Perez experienced tonight? And more importantly, would he be allowed to, or would Povetkin